Hi guys, welcome back to NK Beauty. Hope everybody's having an amazing day. Today I'm going to be doing something slightly different. It is a tutorial, but it's not makeup tutorial. This is a scarf tutorial that was requested from me quite a while ago, and I just did not have the time to do it. I'm really sorry, but I did it now. So this is basically how I do my scarf on a daily basis, and I'm just sharing my technique with you guys. If it's really a technique, it's pretty basic. Just to let you know, if you did want to know how to recreate my makeup look, I have got a video on that as well, so make sure you check out the description box for that link. And there's not really much else to say. The next clip you will see me and I will look extremely funny because I won't have my scarf on, or at least this scarf on. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Yes, I know I look like a bit of an egghead. Alright, now obviously I wear hijab, so there is no way that I would have taken it all completely off to show you guys how I do it. But I do have different things to show you what I'm wearing. Now this thing over here is something that I don't actually wear under my scarf. I'm literally wearing it for the purpose of this video, just to show you guys. Sometimes I do wear it if I'm wearing a thinner scarf or a more sheer scarf, because we do not want our hair and everything showing through the scarf. That completely defeats the purpose of it. Now, I do want to talk about this. This is something that I wear all the time, and they basically look like this, and I've got a second one over here to show you. It is literally, I shouldn't have got black on black, like it's just camouflage, isn't it? Here we go, that's a better demonstration. So we've got the blue one, and again I'll show you. Look, this is about 3 inches, I would say, 2 to 3 inches. I'll flip it inside out. So 2 to 3 inches over here, they've stitched it, and then the bottom about 1 centimetre. And then they've stitched it along this side as well. So when you flip it inside out, you've just got yourself a little tube.
So the way I put this on is, I will tie my hair back, pop this on over my head. This is going to look crazy because I've got quite a few on right now. Pop it on over my head, have it sit there, and then I will literally just lift it up. The side that I'm putting through is the one that has a wider stitching, so the one with 2 to 3 inches is going to be the one that sits on my head over here. So I lift it up over my head. And just pop it on like that, and then you've just got this bit hanging out.
So there's that, and then I'll just adjust it to my liking. I like it covering my earlobes just because I feel like that's more comfortable, and I feel like that's what suits my face shape the most when it comes down and covers sort of this area, because when it does that, it sort of cuts it off. Like my sister, for example, everybody wears them differently. I like it being quite high up on my head. My sister, for example, she prefers it more lower down, so she'll literally wear hers like this. I remember a time where I actually used to wear it like this, but I feel like that really cuts off my face, and I don't feel like that compliments me at all. So I started wearing it like this. Then I have my scarf. Now this is my main scarf that I would wear on a daily basis. It is literally just one of those absolutely normal scarves that people wear around their necks. You find them everywhere. I find them mostly actually on like those really random stalls that pop up in shopping centres. You can get more fancier ones, but I really just prefer the basic ones. I do have ones with loads of different patterns on them and everything like that. But I prefer the basic ones. I do have these in all different colours and even some with some patterns, but this is the material that I like, and I wish this had a tag on it so that I could tell you what material it is, but I always chop the tags off because they frustrate me so much. So the way I do my scarf is I will grab one side of it and of course hold it like just like that, and I will fold it. So I'll fold it just a little bit. So this is about maybe 4 inches, and the rest of it is just loose. Okay, let's see if you guys are going to be able to understand this bit if I'm explaining it correctly. So that's it folded. I will basically flip it round so that the folded area is still on the inside, and I will lay it on my head. I wish I had a big mirror for this because I'm literally using the viewfinder. And so I've got a shorter side over here. Ooh. And a longer side over here. It goes all the way. Okay, so I'll bring it forward so that it's not on my shoulders. Sorry, it's on my shoulders, sorry, going over my shoulders. And place it where I want it to be, and that is generally on the rim of this bit. So I will bring it forwards. There we go. Bring it round. And this is where the pins come in. I have, for this specific hijab, I use 5 pins, and I will show you where their placements are. First pin goes right over here. So I'll put the pin in. Of course, I hold it from the inside as well so that I don't prick myself. And I don't know how to show you guys this. So I'll push it in, poke it out, push it in, poke it out, and then push it in, but not push it in all the way so that it's touching me. So that it's going through the materials but not actually on my skin, so that it's comfortable. It doesn't poke me on the outside if I touch my scarf. It doesn't poke me on the inside because I've put it in my scarf. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, so then what I do is I grab the side with the smaller side on it, the bit we've just pinned down, and I place it the way I like it as well. So I'll grab the edge, flip it round over here, and then bring it round to the other side underneath my neck, because like I said, I do not wear this. I'm wearing a turtleneck top, which is what I wear all the time because sometimes the wind can blow and your neck can show if you're wearing a lower cut top. But like I said, this bit over here I do not wear, so I need something to cover my neckline. So I'll flip it round just over here, push that one back a little bit, and then I will pin it to this thing over here, but on this side, so on the underneath side, so this bit will be lifted up. I really wish I didn't do this in black. So this bit will be lifted up, and I will grab another pin, the same thing like the other side. There we go. And then I will have some excess over here. Now what I do with this is why I love wearing turtlenecks as well, is I will basically roll it up, or twist it, sorry, and then twist it around my neck and tuck it in in the back. So I'll tuck it in at the back so that it sits neatly. And just like the other side, I will pin this side down.
Try to use like a green pin or something.
Then what I do is I pin it down here as well, because this side goes down straight, and this side, if I just leave it, it's just going to be like this little bit hanging from here. I used to always leave it, it never used to bother me until I started pinning it down. That's when I realised that it really bothered me. So I pin it from here as well. Of course, do not poke yourself. Do whatever you can to try not to poke yourself. The amount of times I've pricked myself is unbelievable. Okay, now if I was just going on a day-to-day, like work-wise or anything like that, I will not wear any sort of headband. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I will show you both. So the first thing that I do if I was not wearing a headband is I will grab the remainder. So starting from here, it goes outwards. So I'll grab the remainder, and what I will do is I will flip it again, just like we did at the beginning, but this time we are flipping it to be a little bit wider. Now the reason we're flipping it, or I flip it, gives it a neater finish. So I fold it quite wide because I don't like the width of the scarf being as wide as it is if I didn't fold it that much. And then literally all I do is flip it over my head. That is it. Place it where I like it. Move it about. This pinning part, you can of course pin it on the outside, that is absolutely fine. I do not like showing that I have a pin there, so I pin it underneath, but I pin it in between the fabrics. So remember how we folded this? So we've got the fabrics, the two fabrics. So what I do is I actually bring my hand in and underneath the two fabrics. So I'm actually inside of the scarf right now, and I pin it. I pin the bottom bit over here to my head. Or, oh, that sounded so gruesome. I pin it to the rest of my scarf. So this is where you've got to be careful. I've just got so used to doing this that I don't prick myself anymore. You've just got to use the right pressures to not hurt yourself. As I said, you can of course pin it on the outside. Now this will basically stop the scarf, see? Stop the scarf from blowing off your head in the wind, and it will just keep it there in place. That is the way I would do my day-to-day scarf. Now I did want to talk to you about the headbands I use. I remember it's quite a while ago that I was wearing a scarf with a headband on and somebody asked me to do a tutorial on it, and I said I would, and I hadn't got round to it yet until today. So I wanted to talk about all the different headbands that I own. Not all of them, but the different kinds of headbands that I own. Now the 3 different kinds of headbands that I own are metal ones like this. I've got some fabric ones like this. And I've got some, well, this is like a pearl one that I've got. But basically, I want to talk about where I would get these from and everything like that. Now this specific headband, and actually any of the metal ones that I have or that I own, are actually necklaces that I've broken. They're necklaces that I've broken, as I'll show you there. They're necklaces that I've broken and actually tied together to make the headband. So that will basically sit, I usually sit this one across my head like that when I do my scarf. The second one that I'll talk about is this pearl one. Now this is a store-bought one that you can probably buy from anywhere. I got this one from America. Again, this one is probably going to be best because it's store-bought. It won't look as tacky, and it's got the stretch as well, so it's going to fit everybody's head. So again, that will fit like there, or across like that. You can wear it like that, you can wear it however you like it. And the last ones I wanted to talk about, which is the ones that I've got most of, are these little plaited ones. These are ones I actually make myself, and this is literally just using like wool, string, stuff you can buy from craft stores. You can get them anywhere really, and I done art for quite a long time in my life, so I had these things just laying about my room, and I figured, what am I going to do with them? And now I don't have anything to do with them, so I just made a load of these headbands, and they to go with different outfits, and it's really easy to do. Now these ones are actually done with very thin thread, not thread, but like a wool type thread. What material is it? They're quite thin, so what I do is I layer them all up and literally just plait it. Just do the really basic 3-strand braid, and it comes up to this, and then I tie it off at the back. Yes, I know this looks bad, but I will show you how I do it, or how I put it on my head, so that this gets covered basically. So take that pin out, and I'll flip this back over, and the reason I do this is because it goes underneath that. Now I'll show you what this one looks like. So what I do is, actually let me turn around, maybe that will help. So of course I've got my little bulge there. I will take it underneath and then put it on my head, and I'll place it on my head the way I want it to be, or where I want it to be. So I would like that to be there. At the bottom is where you see the bulge. And then the same thing I would do is literally just flip it over the way I do. And that completely covers the back, as you can see. That is how I do it, and now I will be removing this because I'm going to put this one on today. There we go. And the same thing applies, so you put it underneath and place it where you want it to go, and just flip your scarf back. There we go. That is all I do, and that is my day-to-day scarf. I do mix it up sometimes, very rarely though. I don't really like to mix up my scarf, but it's usually for like special occasions that I'll do something a little bit different with it. But this is what you will see me in most of the time, and in most of my videos and everything like that. I hope this was useful for you guys, and I hope you learned something from it. And there's not really much else to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and I'll see you soon. Bye!